In this video, we're going to learn how to switch between different quadratic forms. So we've learned about standard form, vertex form, and factored form, and now we're going to learn how to switch in between them. In this video, we're going to talk about switching into standard form. So the first question says, what is the standard form of a quadratic equation? The standard form is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And so this is what we're going to want to make all of our equations look like today. So it says, write the following equations in standard form. Example 1 is f of x equals 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 3. This form right here, so this equation, is currently in what form? Vertex or factored form? This is currently in vertex form. So to go to vertex form to standard form, we're going to follow these 3 steps right here. Step 1 is to multiply x squared minus 1. X minus 1 squared. And that's coming from this part right here. So I'm going to do this down here. X minus 1 squared means x minus 1 times x minus 1. Remember that this exponent of 2 is telling us to multiply this together twice. Well, here I have a binomial being multiplied by a binomial. And to multiply that, we learn to use the area model. So I'm going to take one binomial and write it down the side, and I'm going to take the other binomial and write it across the top. From here, I can multiply. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative 1x. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. And negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. So inside of the area model right now I have x squared minus 1x plus 1. So then I can go ahead and simplify this and get x squared. Negative 1x minus 1x is negative 2x plus 1. So in my equation we have f of x equals 2 times, and then x squared, or x minus 1 squared, has become x squared minus 2x plus 1 because we multiplied that out. And then I still need to bring down my plus 3. Step 2 is to distribute. So we need to distribute this 2 to everything inside the parentheses. So when I do that, I'll have f of x equals 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times negative 2x is negative 4x. And 2 times 1 is positive 2. And then I still need to bring down this plus 3. My third and final step is to combine like terms. So let's see, I'm going to have f of x equals 2x squared doesn't have a like term, so I'm going to bring that one down. Negative 4x doesn't have a like term, so I'm going to bring that one down. 2 plus 3 is 5. F of x equals 2x squared minus 4x plus 5 is now in standard form. We can see that a is 2, b is negative 4, and c is 5. So this is now in standard form. This is our answer. You'll notice down here it says to go from, we were in vertex form. So to go from vertex form to standard form, we need to distribute first, which is what we did here, by either multiplying or using the area model, and then simplify. So that is what we just did on example 1. Let's go ahead and look at example 2. On example 2, here we have y equals x minus 4 times x plus 10. This is currently in factored form. I know it's in factored form because I can see here that I have very clearly 2 separate factors. So to go from factored form to standard form, our first step is going to be to multiply. And so I'm going to use the area model. I'm using the area model because I have a binomial being multiplied by a binomial. And so I'm going to take one binomial and write it down the side, and I'm going to take the other binomial and write it across the top. X times x is x squared. X times 10 is 10x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. And negative 4 times 10 is negative 40. So inside of the area model, I have x squared plus 10x minus 4x minus 40. So now I can go ahead and combine like terms. X squared doesn't have a like term, so I'm going to bring that down. 10x minus 4x is 6x. And negative 40 doesn't have a like term, so I'm going to bring that down. Well, guess what? This is in standard form. So my answer is y equals x squared plus 6x minus 40. By multiplying this out, it gave us the standard form of the equation. So to go from factored form to standard form, you need to multiply and then simplify. And those are the steps that we followed right here.